Hello students, my name is Laura Antunes and I am your virtual content specialist for multilingual learners. And today on Unit 7 Evolution Day 15, we will be working together on solving a sample regents question that requires graphing two data sets. This type of regents question is very common on the regents exam. So I am sure that after this video, you will always get it right. Let's begin. I chose questions 52 through 55 from the Regents exam on August 2010 because the topic is on evolution. Let's read the questions. Base your answers to questions 52 through 55 on the information and data table below and on your knowledge of biology. An investigation was carried out over a 5-year period to measure the effect of color on the survival of trout in a stream. The stream contained many brightly colored stones and food was plentiful. At the start of the investigation, year 0, 100 bright colored trouts and 100 drab colored trouts were placed into a section of the stream that had been blocked with netting. Investigators monitored the trout populations for 5 years and recorded the water condition each time a count was done. The data collected are shown in the table below. As you can see, the data shows trout population over 5 years. On the first column, you have years from 0 to 5. Then you have the population of the bright colored trout from 100, and it varies every year. 64 on the first year, 86 on the second, 25 on the third, 14 on the fourth, and 90 on the fifth. Then you have the drab colored trout, 100 on year 0, 36 on the first year, 25 on the second, 77 on the third year, 86 on the fourth, and 9 on the fifth. And finally, you have the condition of water, which is very important to answer later, question 55. The water was clear for the years 0, 1, and 2, and then cloudy for the years 3 and 4, and became clear again. Let's follow the directions. Using the information in the data table, construct a line graph on the grid on the following page, following the directions below. 52, we have to mark an appropriate scale on each labeled axis, meaning X and Y. Then 53 says, plot the data for the bright colored trout on the grid, surround each point with a small circle and connect the points, as you can see in the example. And question 54 says, plot the data for the drab colored trout on the grid, surround each point with a small triangle and connect the points, as you can see in the sample. So let's turn the page and let's begin graphing. All right, as you can see, we have the trout population over 5 years title, and then the y-x is the number of trouts, and the x-axis is the years. We also have a key, circles for the bright colored trout and triangle for the drab colored trout. And then I just placed in here the data so it's easier for me to start graphing. Let's start by establishing a scale for the x-axis, years. Let's look at the years we have from 0 to 5, and let's count the lines that we have in the x-axis. It sounds like it's 12 to me, so I think I can start choosing a scale that leaves one line in the middle, and then it goes from 0 to 5. As you can see, I'm doing it with you. Let's do the same thing for the number of trouts. Let's check what's the highest number that I have, which is 100, and the minimum seems to be 9. Let's count again, and it seems that in total we have 20 lines on the y-axis. So this is going to be very easy. I'm just going to do it by 5 or by 10, leaving a blank space in the middle. I'm going to do it like that so my graph doesn't look that messy. So I'm just going to start with 0 again. and in the intersection, and then place 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, as you can see me doing it with you. All right, now we're ready to start graphing. Let's start by graphing the bright colored trout. And remember, we are going to be using a circle with a dot inside. Let's start by plotting 100 for year 0, and then 64 for year 1, 86 for year 2, 25 for year 3, 14th for year 4, and 90 for year 5. Let's go ahead and connect the dots. Make sure you're connecting the dots in the same order that you graphed the points. Excellent. So let's go ahead and do the same thing for the drab colored trout. Let's start by plotting 100 on year 0. And remember to use a triangle this time to distinguish both species. And let's do 36 for year 1. Let's use 25 for year 2. And 77 for year 3. Let's do 86 for year 4. Try to do it as precisely as you can, but of course, it's a little bit difficult to do this perfectly when drawing on the computer. Let's go ahead and connect the dots in the same way we did it before. All right, not a masterpiece for sure. I'm sure I could have done a better job on paper, but it is what it is. Let's keep going now to answer question 55. Explain how trout survival is related to the color of trout and the environmental condition of the stream. As we have seen from the table, trouts that are bright colors seem to live or thrive when the water is clear. That's why we could say that brightly colored trout survive better in clear water because they blend in with the brightly colored stones. Remember, I told you that was an interesting data, but you could have also said that drab colored trout survive better in cloudy water because they blend in with water. All right, so this is the end of this video. To be with you in this video and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.